Every game you play in life, whether it's on the field, in business, or in the quiet battles no one sees, isn't just about skill, strategy, or talent. It's about the soul you bring into it, the hunger that pushes you when your body wants to stop, the fire that burns inside you when the crowd goes silent. The soul of the game isn't found in the scoreboard, the trophies, or the applause. It's found in the unseen moments when no one's watching, when the lights are off, and all that's left is you and your will to rise again. It's in the missed shots you refuse to regret, the failures you choose to learn from, and the pain you turn into fuel. The soul of the game is about how you show up when life knocks you down, how you respond when pressure crushes everyone else. It's about heart, grit, and the relentless belief that you're not done yet. Because the true victory isn't in winning, it's in never losing yourself, no matter how hard the game gets, no matter how many times you fall, you keep showing up with everything you've got. The soul of the game is not forged under the bright lights or in the roar of the crowd. It is built in the silence, in the unseen hours when no one is there to applaud, when no cameras are rolling, and when you're left alone with your doubts and your dreams. This is where the true spirit of greatness begins to form, not in the outcome, but in the process. Every early morning you rise before the world wakes up. Every late night you stay when everyone else has gone home. Every repetition that burns your muscles and tests your mind. This is where the foundation is built. Recognition is temporary, but discipline is eternal. The soul of the game doesn't care about applause. It cares about consistency, about showing up again and again, even when you don't feel like it, even when the world has forgotten your name. You cannot fake what's built in the dark. You cannot pretend to have the hunger that only struggle can create. The unseen effort is the heartbeat of every champion, the part that no one celebrates, but everyone benefits from. People will see the highlights, but they will never understand the hours that came before them. They will praise your success without knowing the sacrifices that made it possible. The soul of the game is built in those quiet moments when quitting whispers in your ear, and you decide to keep going anyway. It's in the pain you endure without complaint, the patience you practice when progress feels invisible. It's in the days when the grind feels endless and the reward seems far away. The game will test you, it will break you down, it will ask if you really want it, and your response in those moments defines everything. When no one is clapping, when no one is watching, that's when your spirit is shaped. The unseen effort sharpens your focus, humbles your ego, and purifies your purpose. It strips away everything fake and leaves only what's real, your will, your work, your truth. Every drop of sweat, every sacrifice, every lonely night contributes to the unseen architecture of your destiny. You can't build the soul of the game by chasing attention because attention fades. You build it by doing the work that no one wants to do, by embracing the moments that others avoid, by loving the grind even when it offers you nothing but exhaustion. The unseen effort molds you into something greater than the game itself. It teaches you discipline when results are slow, patience when progress hurts, humility when you win, and courage when you lose. It's a slow burn that transforms weakness into strength and doubt into belief. The unseen work is sacred. It's where you earn the right to step into the arena. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall back on the habits you built when no one was there to motivate you. The soul of the game isn't handed to you. It's carved into you through repetition, failure, and relentless effort. Every invisible hour, every sacrifice, every decision to keep going when comfort called your name adds another layer to your character. It's not the spotlight that defines greatness. It's the preparation before the spotlight ever finds you. The unseen effort builds a quiet confidence, a deep knowing that you've earned every inch of progress. It's not glamorous, it's not loud, but it's powerful. It's what allows you to stand tall when pressure comes, because you've already faced harder battles when no one was around. The soul of the game belongs to those who choose work over recognition, growth over validation, purpose over applause. You owe it to yourself to honor that unseen grind, to give your best even when no one's keeping score, to love the process more than the prize, because that's where greatness lives, in the moments that go unnoticed but change everything true. Greatness doesn't come from talent alone. It doesn't come from perfect form, flawless execution, or natural ability. True greatness comes from playing with heart, from giving every ounce of yourself even when the odds are stacked against you, even when your body wants to quit, even when no one believes you can make it. The heart is what separates the good from the great, the skilled from the unstoppable. You can train your muscles, you can sharpen your mind, but if your heart isn't in it, you will never feel the soul of the game. Playing with heart means you're not just performing, you're living through every moment, fighting for something deeper than victory. It's not about proving others wrong, it's about proving yourself right. The game demands emotion, passion, and raw authenticity. When your heart leads, every move you make carries power. Every mistake becomes a lesson. Every hit becomes fuel. Every loss becomes a step toward mastery. The heart doesn't care about statistics. It only cares about purpose. When you play with heart, you don't measure success by trophies or recognition, but by the effort you gave when no one was watching. True greatness is measured in the moments you refuse to give up. When you're exhausted, when your body breaks, when your mind doubts, yet your heart keeps beating stronger. The soul of the game responds to that heartbeat. It recognizes the ones who pour everything they are into every play, every decision, every challenge. You don't have to be the most talented, you have to be the most committed. The heart gives you courage when logic says stop. It gives you strength when fear surrounds you. It gives you clarity when everything feels uncertain. It's the invisible force that turns struggle into purpose and pain into progress. The greatest players, leaders, and warriors are not defined by what they can do. They are defined by how much of themselves they give to what they do. The heart makes you relentless. It's the reason you rise after falling, the reason you keep pushing when there's nothing left to prove, the reason you keep dreaming when everyone else settles. The heart doesn't seek comfort, it seeks meaning. Playing with heart means embracing every challenge with gratitude, knowing that the struggle itself shapes your strength. It means showing up fully, focused, present, and fearless, no matter how hard it gets. It's the quiet fire that no one can see, but everyone can feel when you move with purpose. True greatness can't be taught. It has to be felt, lived, and earned through the battles you fight within yourself. The heart is what keeps you alive in the game when everything else fails. It's what pushes you beyond your limits. What keeps you grinding when your body screams for rest? What makes you stand back up when you've been knocked to the ground? The soul of the game lives in that energy, in that emotion, in that unshakable will to give everything you have. When you play with heart, you don't just compete, you inspire. You remind others what passion looks like, what effort feels like, what it means to never hold back. The heart is your greatest weapon, your deepest source of power, and the purest expression of who you are when nothing else matters. Every setback carries a lesson. A silent message meant to shape you, strengthen you, and prepare you for what's next. Most people run from failure, afraid of how it feels, afraid of how it looks. But those who understand the soul of the game know that every fall, every loss, every disappointment is a teacher disguised as pain. Setbacks are not the end of the story. They are the middle chapters that test how much you truly want the ending you dream of. Each time you fail, you are given two choices: to surrender and stay down, or to rise and extract the wisdom hidden inside that pain. The soul of the game thrives in those moments when you refuse to let failure define you. It's in the way you respond after you lose, the way you rebuild after you're broken, the way you learn to see struggle not as punishment but as preparation. Growth doesn't happen when everything goes right. It happens when everything falls apart and you still decide to keep moving forward. Every setback is a mirror. It reflects who you are under pressure, what you believe about yourself when no one else believes in you. The pain of failure sharpens your focus, humbles your ego, and teaches you resilience that comfort never could. You learn to adapt, to analyze, to adjust, to keep showing up until the same situation that once defeated you now bows before your persistence. Those who fear failure will never taste the depth of success because they will always stop at the first sign of resistance. But those who embrace setbacks as part of the process understand that pain is temporary, but the strength it builds lasts forever. Every mistake becomes experience. Every rejection builds clarity. Every obstacle molds you into a version of yourself that can't be shaken easily. When you begin to see setbacks as stepping stones instead of stop signs, your entire approach to the game changes. You stop chasing perfection and start chasing growth. You stop worrying about how fast you get there and start focusing on how deeply you're learning along the way. The lessons that come from losing, from failing, from struggling, those are the lessons that build your character, your patience, your persistence. They teach you to think differently, to move smarter, to fight harder. Setbacks don't weaken you. They strip away everything that's soft and make you unbreakable. They remind you that progress doesn't move in a straight line. It climbs, it falls, it twists, it tests. The soul of the game isn't about avoiding failure. It's about mastering recovery. It's about coming back stronger every single time, refusing to let one bad moment define your journey. Every time you rise after a setback, you prove to yourself that you are greater than your circumstances, greater than your mistakes, greater than your doubts. you begin to understand that every loss was a lesson, every delay was direction, every failure was feedback. And when that realization hits, you no longer play with fear, you play with freedom. Because once you've fallen and gotten back up, failure no longer controls you, it fuels you. The soul of the game feeds off that resilience, off that hunger to learn and evolve. You start to respect the process more than the prize. You start to see that the greatest victories are not the ones others can see, but the ones that happen inside you. The battles you fought silently and won through patience, reflection, and relentless persistence. The setbacks become your story, your strength, your foundation. And in time, what once broke you becomes the very reason your unshakable pressure is the ultimate truth teller. It strips away pretense, ego, and comfort, leaving only what's real, your character. When the weight of expectation presses down, when the crowd gets loud, when the moment feels too big, that's when the soul of the game steps forward to test who you truly are. Pressure doesn't destroy the strong, it reveals them. It's not there to punish you, it's there to expose what you've built inside yourself when no one was watching. Those who crumble under pressure were never prepared for it. Those who rise have been preparing for that moment their entire lives. Pressure separates the ones who play for attention from the ones who play for purpose. It takes what's fake and burns it away until only the authentic remains. When everything is on the line, you can't fake heart, discipline, or belief. You can't pretend to be committed when you haven't done the work. Pressure knows the truth. It asks you silently, are you ready? Did you earn this? Can you stay calm when chaos surrounds you? Every challenge, every high-stakes moment is a mirror showing you the depth of your preparation. It's not about being fearless, it's about standing firm despite the fear. Pressure is the moment where confidence must be backed by competence, where desire must be matched by discipline. You can't escape it, you can only rise through it. The game doesn't care about what you say you'll do, it responds to what you've done when no one was looking. Pressure exposes the difference between wanting and working, between talking and proving, between dreaming and doing. When you're under pressure, your mind starts to race. Your heart beats faster. Your breath shortens. But this is exactly where champions are forged. They don't run from it. They learn to breathe in it, to think clearly in the storm, to turn that intensity into fuel. Pressure becomes their ally. They understand that pressure means opportunity, that life only tests those who are ready to grow. The soul of the game respects those who stay composed when everything around them screams chaos. When others lose focus, the disciplined find stillness. When others panic, the prepared perform. Pressure is not your enemy. It's the stage where your preparation gets to speak for itself. Every moment of tension, every heartbeat before the challenge, every ounce of fear that rises in your chest, all of it is part of the process. That weight is shaping you, sharpening you, molding you into someone who can handle more than before. Pressure forces you to confront your limits and discover that they were never real, they were self-imposed. It's a test of belief. Do you trust yourself when everything is on the line? Do you still believe when comfort disappears? Pressure brings out the truth in your character. It doesn't lie, it doesn't flatter, it simply reveals. The soul of the game honors those who face pressure with courage, who use fear as focus, who understand that the highest reward comes only to those willing to carry the heaviest weight. When the lights are brightest and everything is at stake, those who have built themselves through discipline will stand unshaken. Because they've already faced worse alone, already carried their own doubts, already overcome their own chaos. They've trained not to escape pressure, but to perform through it. Pressure reveals the gap between potential and preparation. It separates those who wish from those who work. It's not about luck, it's about legacy. When everything feels like it's collapsing, when every nerve in your body screams to give in, that's when you find out who you really are. That's when the soul of the game looks at you and waits to see if you'll fold or fight. Pressure doesn't build weakness, it exposes it. It doesn't destroy strength, it defines it. And those who can stand tall in the middle of it, those who can breathe in the fire without losing their focus, are the ones who rise beyond the moment and become unforgettable. The real victory has nothing to do with trophies, medals, or applause. It's not measured by the score, the statistics, or the recognition you receive. The real victory is staying true to yourself no matter what the outcome is. It's about walking away from every battle knowing you gave everything you had, that you didn't compromise your integrity, your values, or your passion for the sake of approval. The soul of the game isn't about how loud the world cheers for you. It's about how deeply you can look yourself in the mirror and know you stayed authentic through it all. When you play from the heart, when you compete with purpose, when you show up with honesty, you've already won something far greater than any external prize. The game will give and take. It will lift you and break you, but through it all, staying grounded in who you are is what gives meaning to every victory and every loss. The real victory is found in the choices you make when no one's watching, the decision to do what's right instead of what's easy, the courage to walk your path even when it's lonely. It's about living your truth in a world that constantly tries to shape you into something else. Staying true to yourself means honoring the fire that brought you here, never dimming it to make others comfortable. It's the ability to remain humble in success and composed in failure, to carry grace in both triumph and defeat. That's where greatness lives, not in comparison, not in validation, but in authenticity. When you know who you are, no loss can break you, and no victory can blind you. You stop chasing the shallow idea of success and start living with a deeper sense of purpose. The game becomes less about proving yourself to others and more about discovering how much of yourself you can bring to each moment. Staying true to yourself doesn't mean you'll always win. It means you'll always grow, always learn, always evolve without losing your identity in the process. The soul of the game recognizes the ones who remain genuine when the pressure rises, who refuse to cut corners, who refuse to fake passion for profit. It's easy to pretend when things are going well, but when failure hits, when the noise fades, when all the external rewards disappear, that's when you find out who you really are. Do you still show up? Do you still give your best? Do you still move with purpose even when no one notices? The real victory is found in that quiet strength, in the persistence to keep being you when the world tells you to be something else. It's not about impressing anyone, it's about aligning your actions with your principles. Every time you stay true to yourself, you build a foundation that cannot be shaken by criticism or failure. The soul of the game rewards authenticity, because authenticity never fades. The crowd will forget your stats, they will move on to the next winner, but your truth, how you played, how you lived, how you carried yourself, will outlast everything. Staying true to yourself means embracing the journey, accepting the struggle, and finding fulfillment in the effort, not the outcome. Because when you walk away knowing you gave your all, knowing you remain loyal to your principles, knowing you didn't betray your passion for comfort or recognition, that's victory in its purest form. The kind of victory that can't be measured, can't be taken away, and can't be faked. That's the victory that belongs only to those who have found the soul of the game within themselves. Legacy is not something you receive, it's something you build through every choice, every action, every moment you decide to keep going when it would be easier to stop. It's not written in records or trophies, it's written in the hearts of those you inspire, in the lives you touch through your discipline, your resilience, and your authenticity. Legacy is built quietly, day by day, through consistency and integrity. It's the echo of your effort long after the noise has faded, the memory of your strength in the minds of those who watched you struggle and rise. The soul of the game doesn't care how many times your name is mentioned. It cares about how your presence changes those around you. True legacy comes from living with purpose, from giving more than you take, from showing others what it means to stay hungry, humble, and unbreakable. It's about leading by example, not by words. The way you train, the way you treat others, the way you handle victory and defeat, every part of it becomes a piece of what you leave behind. Legacy isn't about being remembered for what you did, it's about being respected for how you did it. It's built on moments of quiet integrity, when you choose discipline over distraction, growth over comfort, truth over convenience. Every time you push through pain, every time you show up when no one expects you to, every time you give your best with no guarantee of reward, you are building something that will outlast you. The soul of the game honors those who play not just for themselves, but for the generations that will come after them, who show others that greatness isn't found in talent alone, but in the courage to keep moving forward no matter the cost. Legacy is what happens when you stop chasing attention and start living with intention. It's what people feel when they remember your journey, the grit, the humility, the passion, the persistence. You build your legacy not through the moments of glory, but through the countless unseen sacrifices that no one applauds. It's what's left behind after you've given your all, the energy, the inspiration, the proof that one person, commitment can change everything. The soul of the game rewards those who play with honor, who respect the struggle, who inspire through their actions. Because long after the scoreboards are cleared and the lights go out, what remains is not the victory. It's the legacy you built through your purpose, your perseverance, and the example of your relentless spirit. The soul is what separates those who simply play the game from those who live for it. It is that unseen force, the invisible fire that drives a person beyond talent, beyond strength, beyond all the noise that surrounds them. You can train your body until it breaks. You can study the game until you know every strategy, every move, every detail, but without soul, it's all empty. The soul is the heartbeat of every dream, the quiet whisper that says, keep going when everything else tells you to stop. It's what pushes you through the pain, what makes you rise after every fall, what reminds you why you started in the first place. It's not about the applause or the trophies or the fame. It's about that deep connection between your heart and your purpose, between who you are and what you're meant to do. When the crowd is gone, when the lights fade, when no one's watching, the soul is still there, burning, alive, unshaken. It is the voice inside that refuses to let you settle for mediocrity, that demands you give your absolute best even when the world gives you nothing in return. The soul doesn't come from success, it is forged in struggle. It's built from the nights when you can't sleep because failure haunts you, from the mornings when your body aches, but you still get up. Every scar, every disappointment, every heartbreak feeds that inner flame. You don't find your soul when things are easy, you find it in the storm, when the pressure suffocates you, when everything falls apart and you still choose to fight. That's when you meet your real self. That's when you discover what you're made of. The soul isn't polished or pretty, it's raw, messy, and full of fire. It carries your pain, your faith, your fear, your love, all wrapped together into something unbreakable. When you play or work or fight from that place, there's no pretending, no acting. It's real, it's pure, it's undeniable. People can feel it without you saying a word because the soul doesn't need to speak to be heard. The soul gives meaning to the grind. Without it, you're just going through motions, chasing achievements that leave you empty inside. But when your soul is in it, every moment matters. Every drop of sweat, every tear, every breath becomes sacred. You start to see that greatness isn't about being better than others. It's about being true to yourself. You realize that every step you take, every obstacle you face is a reflection of your inner journey. The soul keeps you humble when you win and keeps you standing when you lose. It reminds you that you're part of something bigger, that your effort, your discipline, your courage are not wasted. They echo beyond the game, beyond the moment, beyond the noise. The soul transforms ordinary work into art, ordinary effort into legacy. It's what makes your journey worth remembering. When your soul is in alignment with your purpose, everything changes. You stop chasing validation because you already know who you are. You stop fearing failure because your value isn't tied to outcomes. You stop comparing yourself to others because you finally understand that your story is unique. Your path is yours alone. The soul teaches you to move with integrity, to give without expecting, to love the process even when it hurts. It pushes you to dig deeper, to care more, to find beauty even in the struggle. You begin to realize that the real reward isn't the medal or the recognition. It's the transformation happening inside you. You're becoming stronger, wiser, more grounded. You're learning to listen not to the crowd, but to that quiet voice inside that has always known your truth. And when you finally reach that moment, standing on the edge of exhaustion with nothing left to prove, you understand that everything you've done was never just about winning. It was about honoring the soul within you, that eternal force that kept you alive through it all. The soul is the bridge between who you are and who you were meant to become, between the dreamer and the doer, between the player and the purpose. It's the essence of the fight, the rhythm of the grind, the heartbeat of the game that never stops beating no matter how hard life hits. When you move, speak, and live from that place, you become unstoppable, not because you never fall, but because your soul refuses to stay down.